Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will learn about CrewAI and we will also see a quick project which we can do using CrewAI, which will include multiple agents, tasks, and various features from CrewAI. To start off with, what is CrewAI? So, CrewAI is a useful agentic framework to build projects which can involve multiple agents and multiple tasks. So basically, CrewAI is a framework for orchestrating autonomous AI agents. That is, that we can orchestrate multiple AI agents together at one place, and then we can utilize those AI agents to do various tasks for us. So CrewAI enables us to create AI teams. So crew basically means a team where each agent has specific roles, tools, and goals working together to accomplish complex tasks. So it is basically like orchestrating or gathering or managing a team of employees where the employees or the members are the agents, and the work they do is basically the tasks. And when we combine all these things, we have a team which we call as a crew. So here is a very nice analogy. Just like a company has departments, sales, engineering, marketing, working together under leadership to achieve business goals, CrewAI helps you to create an organization of AI agents. So basically, an organization of AI agents with specialized roles collaborating to accomplish complex tasks. Now, CrewAI has certain features, certain tools, and certain terminologies which we need to understand before we start building a project. So first of all, what is a crew? So a crew is basically the team which we are trying to build here. So it's the crew manages the AI agent teams, and it oversees the workflows, ensures collaboration, and delivers outcomes. Now within a crew we have AI agents. These are the employees or the team members. These team members can have specific roles. That is, it can be a researcher, for example, or a writer. We'll see in a quick sample project which we will discuss at the end of this video. And then these agents can have specific tools which will help them to accomplish these tasks, right? And these agents are also we can delegate specific tasks to these agents, and they can also take or make autonomous decisions on their own. Now we have something called as process. So this process is nothing but it defines the way in which the collaboration is going to happen. uh, it can be, for example, it can be sequential, one after the other, one task happening one after the other, right? So tasks happening in a sequential way. Right now, next we have a term called as tasks. So these are the actual work which the agents are going to do. So we have to give the clear objective of the task. We can also use specific tools to achieve these tasks. And so then when we combine all these things, we have something called as a crew or a team. So now how it works? So the crew organizes the overall operation. AI agents work on their specialized tasks. The process ensures smooth collaboration. Tasks get completed to achieve the goal, right? So now this was on a very high level about CrewAI. What is CrewAI? So CrewAI is the agentic framework which enables us to orchestrate agentic workflows. It has agents, tasks, processes, and when we combine all those things, we have something called as Crew. So this was a good starting point for us to start building some projects with this short and quick and brief background about CrewAI. And with this short context, we are good to start off with building some projects. So next we will see how to set up CrewAI in your laptop, and then we'll see which all models LLM models are available to be used in CrewAI framework. And then once we have done the setup, then we'll move on to build a project using CrewAI. And we'll see what is a project in CrewAI, and then uh, how simplified it is to make agentic workflow using CrewAI. So we'll see all these things next. So now we're good to start. So first of all, we can create a folder. So here I have a folder called as CrewAI tutorial. Inside this, we'll start setting up CrewAI. Before we set up CrewAI, we can set up a Python environment in this folder. So now for to do that, let us start off with checking the Python version. So here we have Python 3.11.7. Now CrewAI needs a Python greater than or equal to 3.10 and less than 3.13. So this is an important point to keep in mind. That's why we have to check the Python version first of all, and then we can also check the pip version just to ensure that we have the dependencies here. So now here we have Python 3.11 and pip 24.0. Once we are done with this, now we need to move into the folder where we want to create the Python environment. We're already in that folder. So now we are good to create the Python environment. So to do that, let's create this Python environment. So here we have the command python -mvenv crewenv. So this is the environment name which we are creating. So now let's hit enter. So it might take a few seconds now. Okay, this is done. So the next step would be to activate this environment so that we can start using it. To do that, we have this command. Okay, so now this is a common problem. So if you encounter this problem, then probably I have also mentioned the solution for it. So you have to say, give this command to allow the above command, basically to activate the environment. So here in your terminal, you have to just give this command. So once we give this command, now we are good to activate. So the Python environment is activated now. If you see here, you see the crewenv in Python environment is activated now. Now next what we have to do is we have to install CrewAI and its associated tools, right? So CrewAI has its own toolkit. So we'll have to, just a second. Let me just clear this window. It's looking a bit cluttered. Now we have this command. So we'll just copy it from here and we are good to go. Okay. So now it will set up or install CrewAI and its associated tools. And this might take a few seconds to complete. Till that time, let's go back to talk a little bit about CrewAI itself. So if you talk about this flow diagram here, so basically it mentions all the important aspects of CrewAI. So CrewAI has crew and then it has AI agents. Then these AI agents can use various tools. So now if we talk about tools, we will have a lot of options here to create custom tools. Then we can also learn about sequential processes. This is a very well managed documentation by CrewAI. Now we have tools like browser-based web loader, code docs rag search. Now, a few commonly used tools are CSV rag search tool. Then we have something called as a Google Serper search, right? Then we have PDF rag search, and these tools are very useful for the agents to complete specific tasks. We also have something called as YouTube channel rag search. We have YouTube video rag search. So using this, we can search videos from YouTube. Similarly, we have a number of tools. So these are already built-in, pre-built tools which comes with the CrewAI toolkit. But we can also create our own custom tools, which you will see in the videos to come. So these custom tools can also be associated with the agents, using which agents can perform a specific task. And these custom tools are nothing but it can be as simple as a function. Let's say a function to make a calculator, to add numbers or to do various mathematical operations. This can be a custom tool which we can associate with one of the agents to do a specific task. So now let's go back to see. Now it is almost complete. Let's wait for a few more seconds to. So we'll let it complete and then I'll proceed. So once this installation is done, then we'll just confirm the installation once. whether it is installed or not. So let's use this command. Okay, so the installation is complete. So now let us check whether this is really complete or not. Okay, it should have given an output here. Okay, but if we check here, the installation is complete. Okay, we'll come back to this point later. Now let's move on with the further steps. So now the next step is to create a CrewAI project. So once we create a CrewAI project, it already provides a template for all the necessary file folders and files. So we don't have to do any coding from scratch. We'll already get some template in place. So now, first of all, let's clear the screen. So here we are creating a project called as article generator. So basically, in this project, what we're doing is we are creating a couple of agents. So the first agent is going to generate an article on a given topic by the user, and the second agent is going to summarize that article in 5 bullet points. So this is a very small sample project, but it will be useful to understand the basics of CrewAI and to understand the structure of the CrewAI project. So now let's keep going with this project. So the project name is article generator. The command is CrewAI create crew and the project name whatever you want to give here. So now once we hit enter, so here we get the option to choose from various providers. We can go with OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, Grok, Ollama, Watson, Bedrock, Azure, and so on. Here we can go with any of these options, but we'll go with Ollama. So now select Ollama. But before we use Ollama, we must have this Ollama already set up and configured in our laptop. So just um, check if you have Ollama in your laptop. If not, then you can install Ollama and then you can use this. So let's select number 5, which is Ollama. Now here we get the options to choose from the model. So let's choose the first one, Ollama Llama 3.1. So here we go. So here once we hit enter, so now we have the structure already ready. That's what I was talking about. That CrewAI provides the template for the project. So here we have knowledge, source, tests, and env file, right? So here in the source, when we go to source, we have few folders like config, tools. So in the config, we have two files, which are agents.yaml and tasks.yaml. So these two files are basically the YAML files in which we have to define our agents and the tasks. To define the agents, we need to give a few details here. First of all, we have to give the agent name and then the role. And if there is any input from the user, we'll see this soon. That how this input from the user works here. But we'll have to give the name of the agent, the researcher agent. We'll have to give the role of the agent. We'll have to give the goal and a backstory. Backstory is basically a little bit of more context about the usage of this agent. Next, we can also create multiple agents. So here, by default, CrewAI provides a project setup in which they have provided two agents. But here in our case, we are going to use different set of agents here. So I'm just going to copy paste these agents from here, and then we'll discuss on what these agents are supposed to do. So once we delete this, okay, now here we have it. So our as per our project here, so we are supposed to write an article and then summarize that article into 5 bullet points. Now to do that, we need two agents. The first one is the content writer, which basically writes the article on any given topic from the user, That's what we give the name of the agent as content writer, and then we define the role. The role is content writer, and the goal is compose a comprehensive article on a given topic. Now, the backstory is that you are adept at researching and writing detailed articles on various subjects. Now, this was the first agent. The second agent is a summarization specialist. The role is summarization specialist. The goal is create a concise 5 point summary of the article. And the backstory is you excel at distilling lengthy content into clear, concise summaries. Okay, so these are the two agents which we have defined. Now, first of all, let's save this file. Now, second is the tasks.yaml file. So by default, when you create a project, you'll see these two tasks already created. So now, first of all, let us bring in our tasks from here. So let me just copy paste the tasks from here, and then we'll discuss on to each of these individual tasks. So here we go. Okay, cool. So now we have a couple of tasks here. So the first task is write article tasks. So in our project, we are writing an article on a given topic, and then we are summarizing it. So the first task is naturally that we will write an article, right? So to define a task here, so you have to give the task name. The task name is write article task, and we have to give a description. The description is that a detailed article on the topic, and this topic is going to come from the user. And then we will also have to give the expected output, that what is the expected output. So here we have given a comprehensive article covering all aspects of the topic which is to be given by the user. And here in the task we also have to assign the agent which will do this task. So here we are using the content writer agent for this task. So this is the first agent which we defined here, right? So we are using this agent. Now, this was the first task. The next task was to create a 5 point summary based on this article. So the second task name is summarize article task. The description is generate a 5 point summary of the article on the given topic. And the expected output is a concise summary highlighting the key points of the article on this topic. The agent which we are going to use is summarization specialist. Okay. So this was the second agent which we created here. If we see, okay. So now this is our configuration is done. Our agents.yaml and tasks.yaml are ready. Now we have a couple of more files which we need to read and which we need to understand and which we need to modify as per our project. So by default, if you see, when you create a CrewAI project, you get all this crew.py code already there. But let us modify this file using our code, and then we'll discuss on what this file means and what are the different snippets here in this file. So let's take this. Okay, so now let's get rid of this. Now we'll just paste our code here. Okay, now let's see from the beginning one by one. So this is the crew.py file, probably the most important file, which is where all the orchestration is happening, where we are just creating the connections between the agents and the tasks, and using all these we are creating a crew or a team of multiple agents. Now let's see one by one. So first of all, we need to start off with importing various modules, say from CrewAI. So we are importing agent, crew, process, task, and then from CrewAI project we are importing crew base, agent, crew, task, right? Then we have to define, or we have to create a class here with this decorator crew base. So the class is article generator, and this class is going to have various agents and tasks which we have created earlier, right? So here in this file we are using the decorators. So when we give a decorators at the rate agent, this means that we are talking about or we are writing about a agent here. So this is the first agent, content writer agent, and then we are returning it, this agent object. And then similarly, we are defining the second agent, summarization specialist, and then we have the tasks mentioned. So at the rate task decorator basically defines or declares this as a task in the script.py file. So now here we have the first task, write article task. The second task, which is summarize article task, and then we have a function called as crew with this decorator at the rate crew, and here we basically provide all the agents, the tasks, the process which this crew is going to follow. And here we have given sequential, which basically means the execution will happen one after the other. The execution of tasks will happen one after the other, and then we are giving verbose is equal to true. So this is going to provide us some details while the crew executes, right? So we are done with this file, crew.py file, and now next we have this main.py file. So first of all, let's put our own code here in this file. So the CrewAI already provides a template here to be used, but then we need to modify it as per our need. So let us just delete everything from here. We'll put it here. Okay. So now this file is really simple, So from here we have to basically import the crew from article generator file, and then we have to just create a function called as run function, and here we have to define the input. Basically, this is the input which the user is going to give to this crew to generate an article on. So here, so if you remember in the tasks.yaml file, we had this variable, topic variable, right? So this basically is coming from here. So the user can provide any topic here, and this is going to go straight to this place, and using the value of this variable, the article is going to be generated, right? And then we'll say article generated dot crew dot kickoff function, and we'll provide this input over here. So now with this, we are done with all the changes and modifications. So next, what we have to do is we have to just give the command as CrewAI run. But before that, we have to go inside our article generator, and then we are good to say CrewAI run. This will take a few seconds to complete the execution, as this will do all the setup and then it will execute the tasks one by one. But it will be nice to see how that sequential execution happens here. So let's just wait for a few seconds. Okay, so now the first task is started. The first agent name is content writer, and the task is write a detailed article on the topic AI LLMs, right? So now let's wait for the execution to start. Okay, this might take a few seconds again. Okay, so here we have the output from the first agent. So for the first task, basically, so the first agent was content writer, and this is the final answer. The rise of AI LLMs, revolutionizing natural language processing. Sorry for the. Okay, so here we have a really nice, well-structured article. So it talks about what are AI LLMs, how do LLMs work, and then applications of AI LLMs, and then it talks about challenges and limitations, future developments, and the conclusion. And it also provides some references. And then we have the second agent, summarization specialist. So the task was generate a 5 point summary of the article on AI LLMs. Now it also does the task for us. It creates 5 pointers based on the above article and gives a 5 point summary. So this is a very simple starting project to understand CrewAI. So and to understand various files present in the CrewAI project. And based on this quick and easy to understand sample, we can keep on building, multiple agents here for different projects, different ideas. So in the upcoming videos, we will see how we can use various tools which are present in CrewAI. Um, Basically, the tools which are already available, or then we can also go for some custom built tools. And then we'll also understand various concepts in CrewAI like flows, knowledge, and various processes available for this video. This is it for this video. So stay tuned. Um, I'll be putting more videos on CrewAI, and we'll try to cover each and every aspect of CrewAI in the upcoming videos. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe the channel and like the video um, if you really appreciate the content which I'm putting here, and also share this content to your friends, so that we can share the knowledge what we're building here. Um, so we'll meet again in the next video. Till then, thank you.